Okay, so moving on with the next one.
Finish him. Kung Lao wins. Fatality.
Yeah, this one was pretty straightforward. I was just thinking about like the about Sindel's fatality, and I was looking at Kung Lao's fatality, and I figured it would be pretty funny to have Kung Lao counter Sindel's fatality. Little did I know is that someone else did a similar joke years prior, and it was the polar opposite of what I was doing. Well, this one did a sort of a tornado that was just sucking you in. The other one did the complete polar opposite. I completely acknowledge that I didn't realize that someone else made a similar joke, but at this point I was like, what can I do? So any similarities to other Mortal Kombat parodies that have existed over the years, purely coincidental.
Finish him. Cyrax wins. Too easy.
Okay, for this one, initially I wanted to do a joke based on the game Civilization, because I've been playing a lot of Civ 5 and Civ 6, and I was informed about the running gag internally between players about nuclear Gandhi. But I found the fact that the ultimate pacifist ends up being a warmonger who has massive nukes. I just find it hilarious. I wanted to implement that gag, but then the CrowdStrike event happened, and I decided to do like my own variation of the blue screen of death joke, which again, it's not the first time that anyone has ever done a blue screen of death joke in Mortal Kombat. I've seen it before. So I wanted to do my own modern take on it based on the CrowdStrike incident. That was when all the computers started crashing, all because of this, I think it was a cloud service, or it was like some kind of like a computer protection software that just made everyone crash. I mean, I wasn't using CloudStrike, thank God, so I wasn't affected by it, but everyone else was panicking, and airports were collapsed. They had to write the freaking airplane tickets by hand when it was all done digitally before. The whole world collapsed on that day. It was insane. And me, well, trying to strike while the iron was hot.
Finish him. Outstanding. Shang Tsung wins. Animal. No. Fatality.
The joke itself is another Looney Tunes reference. I'm not sure if it was called Transylvania 666 or something. No, 7. No. Transylvania 5000, I believe it was called. I forget. But it was that Warner Brothers cartoon where Bugs Bunny ends up living in a vampire's castle. And they did this whole sketch where, like, there was this one part going, "Hocus pocus, I'm a vampire." And Bugs was like, "Okay, hocus pocus, I'm an umpire." And then like, "Abracadabra, I'm a bat." No, I can do that too. Abracadabra, it turns into a baseball bat. That's where the joke kind of came from. So, again, this is just a little nod, a little homage to the Looney Tunes, because I grew up with that kind of slapstick humor. So, there you go. And I figured I would just poke fun with it even more by just having it be a Smash Brothers reference, because you know how the baseball bat is just downright brutal in that game.
Finish him. Come here! Smoke wins.
This was just me poking fun at the fact that in Mortal Kombat 1, apparently they rebooted the lore to the point that they went all Rule 63, which means that for every male character, there's going to be a female counterpart. So they eventually, in Mortal Kombat 1, they eventually reinvented Sector and Cyrax to be both female, which caused a lot of confusion and a lot of controversy behind the scenes. But whatever. You know the movie, The Amazing Spider-Man, the one with Mark, the one that directed by Mark Webb. Yeah, that one had that particular scene where Peter was kind of discovering his powers and accidentally like ripped a woman's tank top off in the subway. Yeah, it was that scene. That kind of influenced it. Not to mention, I did also sneak a little Easter egg for those like longtime followers of the Four Swordsman's Adventures. I included the Back to the Future tune because it was a throwback to episode 3 of Four Swordsman's Adventures, and at the same time, also because I wanted to portray Smoke as a time traveler in this gag. Considering how he was using the broken magic mirror, and it just teleported him to a different dimension, a different timeline, Mortal Kombat, if you will.
Finish her.
Yeah, this joke again, running gag regarding the evil dolls. And I was like, okay, if Reptile had his own doll, it would be invisible, and it would be an evil doll, so it would be very mischievous and very naughty. So he would turn invisible, kick Reptile in the balls, grope Sonya, smack her in the ass, and just pulling Reptile over it. This kind of thing is unacceptable in real life. Please don't do it. This is just done for laughs, all right? Never sexually harass a woman, please.
Sonya wins. Fatality. Excellent.
Yeah, that was a reference to Mortal Kombat 9. That little screamer, that was in the crypt. I remember a friend of mine actually showed me that one time, and it pretty much freaked me out that first time. It caught me so off guard. It was ridiculous. Unnecessary, but still kind of fun.
Finish him.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, as you can see, this was a reference to Scary Movie. Considering this was like during the time when Ghostface was revealed to be like the upcoming DLC character for Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, this was the first thing that just came to mind. The whole "what's up" thing that we all are familiar with in Scary Movie, which is actually a reference to a Budweiser commercial from the early 2000s, which was pretty stupid in its own right. The whole "what's up" kind of thing was a very popular commercial at the time. Still pretty funny. Kind of dumb, but it is what it is. So I wanted to reference that in some sort of way. That was like the only joke that came to mind. That, and I couldn't resist, just like icing on the cake. I just wanted to put the whole "no smoking allowed," just somehow force that in hell.
Scorpion wins. Fatality.
What's up?
I mean, at least I wanted to get like one final laugh regarding Toasty wearing the ghost face and just, joining the gang. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Finish her.
Hello, baby.
Oh,
Sonya wins. Brutality.
when your stalker doesn't leave you alone on Christmas. Seeing how, again, this is a recurring gag regarding the dolls. This time I wanted to put a different variation, and I wanted to include a Kano doll instead. And the line there that says "Hello, baby," that's actually me. And I tweaked the audio, increased the pitch, and faked an Australian accent for that. It's like "Hello, baby." So I wanted to do that kind of joke. I was actually on the fence because I had like two Christmas related jokes. This was one of them, and the other one was actually a Home Alone reference.
Finish him. Raiden wins. Fatality.
Yeah, this was a clear Home Alone 2 reference. I remember watching the movie when I was probably like 8 or 9 at the time, and I just cracked up at the slapstick humor of that movie. I loved it as a kid. Looking back on it, some of the stuff kind of cringe, a little painful. Yeah, I mean, this is like the most iconic scene of the movie, considering how like we have that one character getting electrocuted to the point that his skeleton is showing, like it was like some sketch from the Three Stooges. Though I think I heard that the director is more of a Marx Brothers kind of guy instead of a stooge head. Regardless, it was a really funny scene, and people still comment on it to this day. I keep seeing like posts comparing, well, not comparing, but commenting on how this scene made your childhood awesome, or something stupid like that. Every time I see that electrocution scene in Home Alone, I just crack up every single time, and I couldn't resist but find a way to replicate it as best as possible. Besides, this is lore accurate when you think about it, because Raiden is the god of thunder. Why are you going to electrocute the god of thunder? I've always considered Stryker cannon fodder. He's just there, just to screw up, regardless.
Well done.
And he's well done too.
Finish him. Old Spice odor blocker body wash. Black, 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 black. Oh. Black, 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 black odor for 16 hours. Oh no! I have a son! Jax wins. Fatality. What?
Sorry. Sorry about that.
I've been like thinking of doing like a sort of a Mortal Kombat variation of the Old Spice commercials, and that's what I was able to come up with. Seeing how like the Terry Crews Old Spice commercials were so random and hilarious, there was something there that I could like toy around with. First time I actually heard about it, I was in the classroom. We were discussing a topic of commercials, and one of them brought up the Terry Crews Old Spice commercials. I saw them and was like, "Oh yeah, I remember this dude from White Chicks. Yeah, he's that muscular dude with a heart of gold, right? And he also appeared in that movie, The Longest Yard." I started watching the commercials, and I just found it like really hilarious and how random it is. It was like, there's something there. So this was like my way of like replicating 3 separate commercials. The whole odor blocking thing, the screaming power thing where he's like flying around and doing like a crazy ass superhero, or the I have a son thing. By the way, that was like an afterthought. I included Goro there because I wasn't really sure if I could use Goro for anything. Then I just had this idea like in my mind about what if Goro just poops out a baby Jax. You're like, don't question it. It's just funny. Like instead of being Shiva, no, let's just make it Goro. It's just funnier that way. But it works. It works. It's random. It's totally out of nowhere. It catches you off guard, and people loved it.
Finish him.
You weak, pathetic fool. You will never win.
You suck. I win. Outstanding. Bow to me.
I wanted to like finish and just go full circle with the evil dolls, and seeing how like Scorpion and Sub-Zero are like these eternal rivals. They start like butting heads even over their action figures. Like my idea was like, why don't I just have Shao Kahn show up like a playground bully and just ruin their fun? And that's what worked. And he's the one that wins by default. It's so evil, it's hilarious.
Bow to me.
And yes, I wanted to focus on the aggressive marketing aspect of it. So I couldn't resist, so just do like a running gag involving the a Mortal Kombat 9 screamer. So I wanted to do that one too. So hope you guys enjoyed the Mortal Kombat Mishaps XXL. I'm really proud of how this one turned out. Now, will I be making more? I'm looking into it right now. It's hard to say. I still need to work on another project. Still need to do 4 swords. But this one overall, the 30 scenes, some of my proudest work. I should say that I've noticed that people have been checking out my content on other social media accounts, but I haven't been properly credited. So if any of you who sees my content being shared elsewhere and I'm not properly credited, please cite the sources where they originally came from, because I post my content on YouTube, on Twitter /X, and on Instagram. I've already seen people share my content on Facebook, but I'm not properly credited. So it got to a point where like, either you credit me or I will. So that's one of the drawbacks of making popular content, viral content on social media. Sometimes you just don't get credited. And I don't want to use watermarks, but at this point I have no choice but to do going forward. So it is what it is. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a lengthy video, just doing a director's commentary, and I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Until next time.